Friends, today I wanted to talk about an interesting sector in our Indian economy, which is the consumption sector. In the last 5 years, if you see, consumption is actually driving the country's growth, and 60% of India's GDP is from consumption sector. And even if you look at the top 10 economies of the world, India's consumption demand is much higher than the many other developed economies. And what makes this happening? If you look at the structural changes, as you know, India is a country of young population where more than 65% of the population is less than 35 years of age, and the India's interest rate has been consistently being lower, and RBI has reduced the interest rates, which in this year is expected to increase the demand because people can borrow at a much lower cost. And central government has reduced GST on some of the consumption oriented thing where the prices of the goods will come down from the range of 7 to 10%, which is very good. We have already seen a lot of lower end cars being booked in Maruti, which is a very good sign. And the travel is all happening in the festival season. And look at the eighth pay commission will be rolled out in the next financial year, which will benefit the central government employees as well as the pensioners, where they will have higher disposable income to spend. Okay. I also would like to give you some data points which will help you to understand India's geography in a much better manner. India is ranked number one in data consumption across the world, which is a very unique milestone. And we are the second highest active internet users in the world. And the third largest growing fintech is from India. So you look at the digital KYC and the digital adoption, where most of the people have come into the digital way of dealing on financial products. You can look at the mushrooming of demat accounts, mushrooming of investments in mutual funds and other capital market investments, as well as insurance and others. Everything is helping India to become a digital economy. And we are fourth in annual investments in the telecom services. In telecom, this is one of the very significant move because more than 1,150 million subscribers are in mobile now. And an average Indian spends more than 7 hours in a mobile and consumes content, which is much higher than US and China. So our digital penetration and data penetration is much, much higher than the other countries. And if you look at the consumption thing now, previously people used to go and buy at shop, whereas now with quick service app available, you will order anything on Blinkit or on Zepto or on Instamart and get things done. So that the consumption is not only happening physically, but it is also happening online 24/7. And thanks to all the big billion days done by Amazon, Flipkart, and other players, which is increasing the digital penetration. If you look at people buying shoes has gone digital, people buying dress materials have gone digital, and even the restaurant booking for any dining experience, they used to book it through app, through Swiggy, to experience the best of offers along with a good experience, right? And the important thing, if you notice, people used to replace things only when it is worn out earlier, whereas now they are having for every occasion. For marriage, there is a separate thing. For example, for sports freak, they have a separate sports shoes, separate gym shoes for work as well as for leisure. So the consumption has gone across multiple verticals within the same category, right? And all this is helping India to become one of the highest consumption oriented thing. And there are many mutual funds which has launched consumption oriented funds in the last many years. And when I looked at the data, what it gives me is that the consumption as a theme has consistently outperformed the Nifty 50 or the Nifty 500 broader market indices by a fair margin. So it is also giving outperformance. And the when I look at the valuation, the consumption fund, because it's always available at a premium, it used to have a PE of 52, whereas now it is available at 48, which is actually available at a discount to its historical valuation. With higher penetration happening across most of the discretionary spending, whether it is on consuming on the internet, spending on hotel, traveling, enjoying a good experience on wellness, and so many things. The consumption is becoming a huge driver, and this is going to stay in the coming years also, because the disposable income has also gone up, and with all the measures taken by the government, as well as with all the tax incentives available in the income tax cut, the spending will also go up in the festival season. So, in your portfolio, if you are not having consumption fund, and to identify the right consumption fund, please be in touch with us. We will give you the right solution, so that there is no portfolio overlapping. At the same time, you have the most interesting theme part of your portfolio. Do get in touch with us to plan those investments in your mutual funds. Thank you.